Hi students, today our topic is vector addition analytical method. Okay, first of all, consider two vectors in components. Okay, let us consider two vectors. One is p bar. Its components are pxi cap plus py j cap. Okay, next q bar. Q bar is q suffix xi cap plus q suffix y j cap. Understood? Okay. Now here graph. This is x axis, y axis. Okay. First of all, consider p bar vector. This one is p bar vector. Okay. Its component along x-axis. That means it is px. Understood? This one it is py. It is horizon. Okay. Next vector is next vector q bar. This is q bar. Now here this one qx. Okay. Now this one this part qy. Now initial point of first vector, final point of second vector joined. Okay, initial point of first vector, final point of second vector joined. That one gives resultant. It gives the resultant. That means it is r suffix x, this one r suffix y. Understood? Okay. Now here two vectors, one is p bar, another one is q bar. So p bar, its component p suffix x, p suffix y, this one black. Okay. Next one q bar, q suffix x, q suffix y. Next resultant r bar, resultant is r bar. Okay. Now here r bar is the R bar is the resultant vector. Okay. Now R suffix x and R suffix y are components of R bar along x axis and y axis. Along x axis and y axis. Okay. Now r suffix x bar is write as rx into I cap because of r suffix x bar means it is along the direction of x axis. So that's why you write as r suffix x I cap. Next one r suffix y bar is equal to r suffix y j cap. R suffix y j cap. See here R suffix x is equal to sum of P suffix x and Q suffix x. Here first of all write R bar is write as R suffix I cap plus R suffix y j cap. Okay. Now R suffix x is write as from this diagram sum of Px and Qx. Sum of Px and qx. What about r suffix y? P suffix y plus q suffix y. P suffix y plus q suffix y because of r suffix y. P suffix y plus q suffix y. Understood? Okay. So student here r bar is equal to P suffix x plus Q suffix x I cap plus P suffix y plus Q suffix y j cap. Understood? R bar is equal to P suffix x plus Q suffix x I cap plus P suffix y plus Q suffix y j cap. Okay. Now, magnitude. What is the magnitude here? Generally, R bar. What is the magnitude? R suffix x whole square plus R suffix y whole square. Okay. Now R is equal to square root of R suffix x means P suffix x plus Q suffix x whole square plus P suffix y plus Q suffix y whole square. Understood? Okay. R is equal to square root of P suffix x plus Q suffix x whole square plus P suffix y plus Q suffix y whole square. Okay. Now, angle. For example, resultant makes an angle alpha with x-axis. Resultant makes an angle alpha with x-axis. From this one, tan alpha is equal to, with x-axis means r suffix y by r suffix x. Okay, tan alpha is equal to r suffix y means p suffix y plus q suffix y by p suffix x plus q suffix x. Alpha is equal to tan inverse of p suffix y plus q suffix y p suffix x plus q suffix x. Okay, this one is analytical method. Okay, you know already to adding this one I component, j component you are adding. That is normal. But this one is analytical method. This method is analytical method. Once again, p bar and q bar are two vectors. Its components px, py, qx, qy. Resultant vector is r bar. So Rx is equal to here Px plus Qx, Ry equal to Py plus Qy in vector notation, magnitude and also angle means direction. Angle means here direction. Understood? Okay. See, next most important one, parallelogram law vectors. Okay. You know, for example, two vectors p bar and q bar both are in same direction means you know how to adding that one. For example, p bar and q bar, these two are having some angle. On that case, how to adding these two vectors? Okay, how to find out the resultant vector magnitude, how to find out the resultant vector direction. Okay, on that case, very useful one is parallelogram law of vectors. Okay, so parallelogram law of vectors is very useful. See, what is the statement? If two vectors, okay, if two vectors are drawn from a point so as to represent the adjacent sides of a parallelogram both in magnitude and direction, both in magnitude and direction. Understood? Okay. For example, it is a parallelogram. Okay, it is a parallelogram. Now, here two vectors drawn from a point, for example, here. So as to represent the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Adjacent sides of a parallelogram means one is this one, another one is this one. Understood? Okay. The diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point. Here, this one. Okay, drawn from the same point represents the resultant of these two vectors both in magnitude and direction. Once again, if two vectors are drawn from a point so as to represent the adjacent sides of a parallelogram both in magnitude and direction. Both in magnitude and direction. Understood? Okay. The diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point represents the resultant of these two vectors both in magnitude and direction. Both in magnitude and direction. Understood? So in next case, proof. See, according to statement, for example, this one is one of the vector p bar. Okay. Next, this one is q bar. It is parallel vector, means this one is also p bar. This one is q bar. Here theta is the angle between these two vectors. Here two vectors at a time drawn from one point. Okay, these two are adjacent sides of a parallelogram OABC. Okay, OABC. The angle between these two vectors is theta. Now this one is resultant vector. This one is resultant vector. Understood? Okay. This one is resultant vector. So for our convenient, once again I draw this one. P bar. This one is q bar. This one is p bar because of parallel. Okay. This one is q bar. Angle between these two vectors is theta. Diagonal r bar. Okay. O A p bar. B C. Here O A B C is the parallelogram. Okay. Two vectors are p bar and q bar are drawn from a same point. Theta is the angle between these two vectors. Okay. Theta is the angle between these two vectors. First of all, here extend the OA. Extend the OA. Now this one. Extended the OA up to N and draw the normal from this point. Draw the normal from this point. Okay. Draw the normal from this point. It is normal. Understood? This one is the normal. This angle theta means this angle is also theta. This angle is also theta. Understood? It is normal. First of all, OA extended up to N and draw the normal from point C. Okay, Cn is the normal. Okay, now here angle BOA, angle BOA is equal to angle CAN is equal to theta. Are understood? Here angle BOA, angle CAN is equal to theta. Understood? Okay. From this diagram, what about OA? OA is equal to DC is equal to magnitude of the P bar. Magnitude of the P bar. Understood? Okay. Next, OB at the same time AC. That is the magnitude of the Q bar. That is the magnitude of the Q bar. Next, OC. OC represents the resultant vector. OC represents the resultant vector. Understood? Okay. From triangle, right angle triangle ANC. From triangle ANC. From triangle ANC. See, from this triangle, cos theta is equal to adjacent side a n by ac. a n is equal to ac cos theta. What about ac? Here ac is equal to q. a n is equal to q cos theta. a n is equal to here q cos theta. Are understood? Okay. It is a n. Next, what about sin theta from this diagram? Sin theta. So sin theta is nc by ac. Okay. nc is equal to ac sin theta. nc is equal to ac means q sin theta. Understood? nc is equal to q sin theta. Understood? Okay. Now take the triangle ONC. From triangle ONC. From triangle ONC. So from this one triangle OC whole square is equal to, see, for our convenience I write here this one ONC. So hypotenuse whole square is equal to side square plus side square. Okay. ON whole square plus NC whole square. See, here ON is write as OA plus AN. Understood? OC whole square is equal to OA plus AN. OA plus AN whole square plus NC whole square. Okay. OA plus AN whole square plus NC whole square. Are understood? Okay. Now what is OC here? OC is nothing but R square. What about OA? OA is equal to P plus AN is equal to, what is AN here? Q cos theta. Q cos theta whole square plus NC means Q sin theta whole square. Are understood? Okay. R square P plus Q cos theta whole square plus Q sin theta square. Simply R square, here A plus B whole square formation, P square plus Q square cos square theta plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square sin square theta. Q square sin square theta. Understood? Okay. See here. Q square cos square theta, Q square sin square theta. Which one is common here? Q square is common. R square is equal to now P square plus Q square common, cos square theta plus sin square theta plus 2PQ cos theta. 2PQ cos theta. R square is equal to P square plus Q square cos square theta plus sin square theta 1. 2PQ cos theta. R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. This one is the resultant vector magnitude. Understood? This one resultant vector magnitude. Here resultant vector magnitude depends on magnitude of the P bar, magnitude of the Q bar, and also angle between them. Understood? Okay. Resultant vector mainly depends on magnitude of the vectors and also angle between them. Okay. It is resultant. Understood? Okay. So next one, magnitude is over, direction. Next one is direction. Now resultant vector makes an angle alpha with p bar. That means p bar is a reference vector. P bar is a reference vector. Understood? Okay. Now r bar makes an angle alpha with p bar. Understood? Okay. So for our convenient, right here, this one. Okay. Alpha O N C. Okay. From this one, tan alpha is equal to what I done here? NC by ON. Okay. NC by ON is right as OA plus AN. OA plus AN. Understood? Tan alpha is equal to NC in the sense, you know already. Okay. NC in the sense Q sin theta. Okay. OA P plus N in the sense Q cos theta. Understood? Okay. Tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta. Okay. Or alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Okay. Tan inverse of Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. For example, you are taken with q bar. That means resultant vector makes an angle beta with q bar. From that one, tan beta is right as p sin theta by q plus p cos theta. Tan beta is equal to here p sin theta by q plus p cos theta. Beta is equal to tan inverse of p sin theta by q plus p cos theta. Understood? Okay. For example, p bar is more compared to q bar. If p bar, sorry, mod of p bar greater than mod of q bar. That means p greater than q. Magnitude of p is more. On that case, beta greater than to the alpha. Beta greater than to the alpha. Understood? That means here its magnitude is more means resultant vector is nearer to this one. Okay. On that case alpha decrease, beta is increase. If in case q bar is more, that means resultant vector is nearer to q bar. On that case beta decrease, alpha increase. Okay. So resultant vector is always nearer to the greater magnitude vector. Greater magnitude vector. Understood? If p bar is more means alpha is less. Alpha is less. Understood? Okay. So in next class I will explain cases.